Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another tutorial where we'll be learning how to use CSS to create an image of a photo gallery icon. This image is inspired from image from Adobe Stock, and the link for the original image will be in the description of the video. Now we're going to be creating this thing using CSS. I'm not going to be doing this shadow effect. If you want to, you can create it here under the nail and also over here under the image. But yeah, it's an image you can use also as in your project if you'd like to. So we're going to learn how to create this one, and let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start with the defaults first. Actually, let me create a container. Okay, so these lines, we'll be creating them using the before and after pseudo element of the nail. Okay, so actually we're going to be using the same styles for the after. Okay. Now next we're gonna create a photo or an image. It's more an image. For the background, we're going to be using a linear gradient, horizontal linear gradient. So around 80% will be blue and 20% will be green. Okay. We also have a border, which is the frame of the image. Okay. So next we're going to create the sun and the clouds, and they'll be part of the photo. Actually, everything else will be part of the photo. And I'm sorry guys, here for the photo it shouldn't be 450 height, it should be 300. Okay. Yeah, this is the one we want to do. So for the sun, okay. Now we're gonna do the clouds. So for the clouds, the clouds will be the container, and each cloud 1, 2, and 3 will be these circles, and the clouds will have overflow hidden so that we cannot see the circles which are outside of the clouds container. So here are the clouds, this is the clouds container. Okay, so in order to see the clouds, I mean to see just the visible portion, we'll got overflow hidden. And not to the cloud, I'm sorry, to the clouds container. Okay, and now we can remove the border. So here are the clouds. Now the last thing we need to do is create these mountain peaks or mountains, but let's call them peaks for the time being. Now in order to create these triangles, we can use the border property. So border left and border right transparent, and border bottom the color of the mountain. The problem is that if we create those shapes using borders, we cannot give the overflow. The overflow will not take effect because overflow doesn't work on borders, only on the content. So we are not going to use the. We're not going to create these triangles using borders. We're going to use the clip path property of CSS. So if you search for clip path generator, you're going to get this result, Clippy from Bennett Feely. And here you can have different forms you can create using the clip path. So for example, each point clip path is using this thing polygon. It can also use the circle, but the polygon accepts two values for each point, and you can add multiple points if you want to. And for each point, it takes the top left corner as the origin. So for example, and the first is the x coordinate and the second one is the y coordinate. So the first point is 50%, 0%. So 50% on the x, it's over here. You can see it down there. And on the y-axis, so this is the vertical axis, it's 0. So the second point, x is 0, and y is 100% from this point. So you can see it over here. And the third one is 100 on the x and 100 on the y, which is over here, the last point. And as I said, you can add multiple points, but we're going to be using this one. We'll be using this clip path property to create these shapes over here. And then we're going to be using overflow hidden, and we're going to apply these shapes for the white shapes and also this shadow shape. Okay, and I'm going to leave the link for this clip path generator tool in the description as well. So for the clouds, we're going to have peak 1. Let me just actually do the other one also. Peak 2. Okay, actually let me just do the first one, and we're going to use the clip path polygon. Okay, and now we're going to position it. Okay, so the first one, actually we're gonna let's create this snow, the snow slope, and we're gonna be using the before element. Okay, and if I comment out the clip path property, so this is the snow, this rectangle, and when we create the clip path, it just takes this visible part of the shape. Okay, so for the first peak, okay, and next to it we're gonna create the second one. And actually the first one, let's move it because if you look here, the snow is less than this one. Okay. Now we're gonna add overflow hidden to the photo, because the photo is the parent of these peaks. And there we have it, guys. We have, oh, I'm sorry, we forgot to add the shadow. Now for this shadow, again we're gonna be using the the clip path property. So here for the second peak, we're gonna add a shadow div. Yeah, I forgot the... Oh, sorry, this should be a polygon. So here we are pretty much using the pentagon shape, and we're creating something like so. This is the shape we're creating, because over here you can see it has this angle, and then the rest of the shape will be hidden from the overflow. We're not going to be seeing it. So this is the shape we're doing here, and all we have to do is position it. Okay, so here's the original image, and here's the one that we create using only CSS. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.